Okay, so good afternoon, all of you. Great. So first of all, I'm extremely sorry for yesterday's thing. I don't know I hurted you or not, but it really got disappointed for me because as a teacher, I'm putting my 100%. Why can't you? And at the end of the day, it's you should work. Then only you'll get that offer letter as soon as possible. That is what I wanted. But if you are only not doing it, how you are going to get the offer letter? So indirectly you're hurting your parents. Okay. Anyhow, so at least now all of you have coded your programs in the sense, all the programs till now you have coded. What about your projects? That also you have coded? Great. But I can see the strength is looking great today because I told one statement that I'm going to do the project for such people who have done the project what I have given. So they are like, okay, I haven't done my project and why I should go to the class today. That is why they are absent. Okay, anyhow, we'll continue. And as I promised you yesterday that we are going to start with our brand new project. And what is that project if you ask me? Before we speak about the project, so let me speak about how you define about project. How you define about project. What is the definition of project? Or how you look at something known as project. How you look at it? How you look at it? What do you mean by a project? Project, sir. What do you mean by that? Project is a solution for a problem. And whatever the project we tell, it's nothing but a solution. Solution for what? A problem. So now, if you look at this world, there are many problems are there. Many problems. Like that, previously, if you go some 10 years before, there was a big problem. What was that problem? I'm in BTM, and there is one restaurant in Yeshwantpur. There's one restaurant. And that restaurant, I love it. The food, what I get from that restaurant, I love it. So now, if I have to get the food there, from the Yeshwantpur, 100% what you should do, from here, you should travel to Yeshwantpur. And Yeshwantpur is not beside BTM. So Yeshwantpur, if you have to go, you have to travel some 15 to 20 kilometers approximately. So 15 to 20 kilometers, if you are traveling in your hometown, maybe it will take some 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum. Yes or no? Now you are in Bangalore. So just to come from the Jaidev Hospital signal to this Udupi Garden signal, you need 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. So in Bangalore, if you have to travel from BTM to Yeshwantpur, 100% it is going to take some 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Now you tell me, 1.5 hours and 2 hours, you have to travel. Means what is wasting here? Number one, time is getting wasted of yours. Number two, energy is getting wasted. Number three, what is wasted? Money is getting wasted. Because if you have to go from there to there, 100% for girls there is no problem. Because in Karnataka there is a free. So you can travel. But for you, you have to give money. If you are going by bus, you have to get the ticket. If you are going by Ola, you have to pay the money to that Ola guy. Or if you are going by auto, you have to pay the money. Means money you are wasting. But out of all of these, two are very important. Money, anytime you can earn, that's not a problem. But two things are very important. What is that? Time and energy. And that too in Karnataka and that too in Bangalore. If you have to travel, there is a lot of wastage of your energy. Energy is also very important. Yes or no? So this was the problem long way back, 10 years before, the people were facing. And that is why one person came and he told, to this problem, I will give a solution. And what is the solution? You are in BTM. Take your mobile phone. You just tell like this in your phone. Your food will come to your doorstep. And what is that application if you ask me? It is Swiggy. And looking at the Swiggy, Zomato came. Looking at this Zomato, so many food delivery applications came. Now if you ask me, what is this project what you are building? The project, what I'm building is a solution for one problem. What is that problem? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy. That was the problem. And what is the solution? Your food delivery application. And we are going to build one food delivery application. But this food delivery application, it is already, solution is there. Because someone has already given the solution. So we are going to implement the same solution once again. Understanding? So that is why we call it as a clone of Swiggy. We can tell it as a clone of Zomato. What do you mean by a clone? A copy of. So exactly how your Zomato and Swiggy works in the real world, we are going to implement it in our class now. Understanding? Great. So like that, this is the solution which is already implemented. But if you look around, there are many problems still exist. And for all of these problems, 100% you can give a solution. And you can give a solution with the help of a software. That is why you should think what all the problems are there in this environment. And you should give the solution. And when you go to IT, that is what you are going to do. You have to find what? Problem, and you have to give a solution, and that is why you are known as a problem solver. And how you are solving it? With the help of one software, and that is why you are known as a problem solver. You are also known as software developer, because with the help of software you are solving the problem. Sensing this much? Great. So now let us start building our application. That is a clone of Swiggy and Zomato. Are you guys ready for this? Yes. Awesome. So before we build, first and foremost thing, now itself I am telling you, there are set and rules and regulations are there. Number one. Number two, you should be knowing some concepts. Without these concepts, you cannot come to the class and create this project. Because you cannot expect me to teach your core Java, your JDBC, your servlets, your JSP once again and then start the project. For that, you have to be with me some 6 more months next. So you should be knowing all these concepts. What are those concepts? I'll just list it down for you. Number one, it is JSE, that is your core Java. Number two, that is JEE. And in this JEE, JDBC you should be knowing. And in JDBC, what you should be knowing? You should be knowing something known as what? CRUD operation. When it comes to JSC, you should be knowing inside out of it. Encapsulation you should be knowing. Pojo class you should be knowing. Exceptions you should be knowing. Collections you should be knowing. Data types you should be knowing. Wrapper classes you should be knowing. What is a class? What is an object? Everything you should be knowing. And that is why its name is Core Java. Fundamentals, very important. Good. When it comes to JEE, so JDBC actually comes in JSE itself. So let me tell it here. Good. In JDBC, stored procedures, if you don't know, no problem. No problem. CRUD operations compulsorily you should be knowing in JDBC. Not only that, you have learned one design pattern. Which is the design pattern? DAO. What is the full form of DAO? Data Access Object. This is compulsory. This is compulsory. And if you don't know this, you cannot create this project. Now itself I am telling you. Good. And after that, we have JEE. And in JEE, your servlets is must and should. Your JSP is must and should. So these are the two concepts you should be knowing. And inside this, there are many concepts we have learned. In JSP, we have learned about implicit object, expression language, tags, and all of that. When it comes to servlets, different objects, that is request object, response object, session object, cookies, everything you should be knowing. If you know all of this, you are good to go to create this project. Understanding? And if you don't know any one of these, you will not understand what project we are building. Now itself, I'm making it clear, super clear. Because if you're not understanding, I'm not the responsible. You should be responsible to yourself. Because all of this, I'm going to use it. And don't expect me first teach and then do the project. Already start. You should be revising every day so that you can code your project very easily. Good. So now, I assume that you have revised all of these concepts, you know all of these concepts, and now let us start building our project. Great. See, you also created your project in your engineering. Yes, you called them as a minor project and you called them as a major project. Minor project means only a small project it is. Major project means it's a big project. How many of you created your major projects? All of you have your major projects in your resume. But I want to reframe my question. How many of you literally created all the major projects by yourself? Raise your hands. By yourself, I'm speaking about. You should be very honest. Means each of the lines there, or if you are building one electronics project, or if you are building one mechanical project, anything it might be, you should have done that. It's not like you went to an institute, 20,000 you gave, divided by 4, because 4 people will be there in the project. So 5,000 you gave, you got the project. And who has built it? Not you. And who built it? Who built it? That person, that institute guy has built it. And after that, he has explained you. Yes or no? Now I'm not speaking about that. Sir, I found the problem, sir, and I gave the solution. And whatever the project I have created, it is me who created it. How many of you are there? Raise your hands. Only 2 are there. Only 2 are there. Here, it's not like that. It's not like I will create the project and again I will explain to you. If this happens, what is the difference between your engineering college and here? Then what you will do, sir? We'll do it reverse. What is that reverse? First, I will explain you how to code, what has to be done. Complete blueprint, I will give it to you. And I will tell you, you code. Where to code? Not in your PG. How much you will code in your PG, I know. Not in the PG, but in the class, you should be coding it. And 1 hour to 1.5 hours, even more than that. I will be here and I will be looking at you, how you will code. And after that, whatever I have told you, you should code first and then I will code it for you. This is a reverse situation. Sensing this much? Great. So now with this, let us start now. What is that, sir? So as I told that we are going to give a solution to a problem, and that is why I will tell it as we are going to build one project. So this project, you can 100% tell it is clone of Swiggy or all of these food delivery application. But I cannot name my application as clone of Swiggy. I want to give the name to my project now. Why, sir? You took birth on the planet Earth. Yes or no? Before you go in front of the world, you have a name. Yes or no? So now, before I start building a project, first, Namakaran I should do now. Namakaran to my project. Tell me, what is the name you want to give to your project? Tap Foods. Tap Foods is what you want to give? Yes, if everyone agrees, we will give that. No? Then suggest me your name. What? Mana Fruits. Who is Mana? No, I'm asking. Oh, Mana means our, is it? So is it a Telugu word? Oh, I don't know. I'm literally sorry. Okay. Okay. So Mana Fruits. Foods. Okay. So see, there are people who speak Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, pure English. Anyone? No. Okay. Kannada as well. So you can give your name in your laptop, but I don't want to give it because many people are there from different places. Then what name you'll give? Tap Foods, good to go? Yes? Okay. See, naming is very, very important. Look, Zomato, tada, beautiful it will come. Yes or no? Yes or no? Swiggy, Ola, Uber. Don't think that the founder of Ola, Uber and all of these people, in their dream they got the name, next day Ola we will keep. It's not like that. So just to keep the name, so a lot of research they will be doing. So when you are keeping the name for any application, you have to research and good names you should give. See, you just imagine when you born and your name should be given, how your father and mother did a great hard work to give the name for you. Yes or no? Full research they would have done and given a name. Yes, in the same way, you should also research and give the proper name to your application. Good. So what name you want, you can give in your laptop, but 100% I am going to give the name as what? Tap Foods. So this is the name of our application, that is our project. Great. So now let us start building our project. And are you guys ready? Yes. Excited? Yes. Beautiful. So now you watch it. So now we have to start building it, but before we build, let me show you something. What do you want to show, sir? We are building a clone of Swiggy or all of these food delivery applications. So let me go to Swiggy and see how our Swiggy looks like. Swiggy, Zomato, or any food delivery application. Let me go to my Swiggy application there, and how you will go, sir? I will tell it as swiggy.com and I will hit enter. And when I do that, so this is the beautiful Swiggy application you are getting. And whenever we are creating the application, yes should not be there. T should be there. What should be there? T. Tap Foods, no? That's why. Good. If I open my Swiggy application, think and tell me what I am getting here. The first page. This is a welcome page, yes or no? So in this welcome page, what you are getting, if you ask me, if you look here, you have what's on your mind. Biryani, South Indian, North Indian, rolls, burger. You had your lunch? No. If no means saliva will be coming out of your mouth. So please close your mouth. So now, this is the different what's on your mind you have. You ignore this. Let me come down. When I come down, you can notice there you have something. What is that? Top restaurant chains in Bangalore, because it has taken my location there, Bangalore. That is why it is giving you the Bangalore restaurants. And if you look here, you have a Pizza Hut, you have Wow Momo, you have Andhra Gunpowder, and like that, if you proceed further, you have some more restaurants also. What is that? Sharif Bhai. What is that? Sharif Bhai, is it? See, I'm very bad at English, you know. Good. So Sharif Bhai, very good. Burger King, awesome. So like this, what you can see is the restaurants are visible for you. Yes or no? When we are building our application, and my welcome page should show me the restaurants there. Restaurants, it should show me. How your Swiggy is showing you the restaurants, like that. Good. So now I want to go to one of the restaurant here. So what do you want to eat? Eat. Biryani. So let me find one good restaurant. So Domino's Pizza, the good Domino's Pizza you want to have? Good. So I don't want to have. If you want to have, you can order. So now let me come here and let me go for different restaurants there. Starbucks coffee. So you should be a son of Ambani to have a coffee here. Okay, so these restaurants are over. So let me go to one restaurant there. So all will have good food. So I'll just go there. Where you want to go, sir? It's not showing me a good restaurant itself. Empire, is it okay? Okay. So let us go to Hotel Empire and let me click on this. Good. Now tell me, when I'm entering inside this, or when I'm entered inside the restaurant, what it is showing me? What it is showing me? It is showing me all this. What is this? Food. What is there in that restaurant? Menu. Yes or no? What is having? Veg fried rice and gobi Manchurian. Good. You guys heard the story about gobi Manchurian? Yes. Yes? No. So, government of Karnataka is planning to ban it. And why is that, if you ask me? So inside this Manchurian, they will put some powder, tasting powder. And in that tasting powder, there is one agent. And that agent is a cancer causing. And that is why they want to remove this. Okay, anyhow, ignore it. So from now onwards, Will you have gobi manchuri? Okay. So we are in India, living tender coconut water, everywhere there is adulterant. And that too in Bangalore. Tender coconut water, you understand? Living that, everywhere there is adulterant. Everywhere. Okay, let me come down, and if you look here, fried rice and gobi manchuri and all of this we have. All of this is what? This is the menu what we have in that restaurant. And it should show me the same thing in my application also. First, it should show me what? Restaurants. And when I click on that restaurant, I should get all of these menu. I should get it. Good. So now, I want to eat something from here. What do you want to eat, sir? Let me come down and thali, veg thali, special rice. What is that special rice? Curd rice is special rice. Very good. Jeera rice, ghee rice, veg biryani. Okay, great. So there is veg biryani. So let me add that. Okay, because I want to have it. How you will have it, sir? First I have to order it. So if you look here, there is an option known as what? Add. Watch it. So let me click on this. When I click on this, you can notice there items already in cart. Please start fresh. Good. So now it is telling me you want to add this veg biryani. Yes, I want to add it. So are you sensing something there? What is that? When I'm clicking on it, the food is getting added. The same thing even my application should also do. It should add this food in my cart. You can notice there one item added in the cart. Got this? Great. So now let me come here and have something else. What do you want to have, sir? Let me come here. Strawberry mastani. What? Okay, which movie was that? Bajirao Mastani. Bajirao Mastani, Strawberry Mastani. Okay, anyhow. So Strawberry Mastani, I'm able to see that and I want to have it because the name is looking fantastic. So let me get Mastani or not, let me see. So let me add this. Great. So when I add it, you can notice there. So one strawberry mastani is getting added. So now I want to add one more strawberry mastani. To whom? Don't ask. Let me click on it. So when I click on it, 100% it is 2 again. Good. So if you notice here, when you go on clicking on add, it is noticing that it is getting added. The number is increasing. The same thing even my application should also do. Getting this much? Great. So now I want that food to my home now. To do that, you have to give money. Nothing is free in this world. So for that, what should I do, sir? You should go to the cart, view cart you should do. And you can notice there, these are the items which are present here, veg biryani and strawberry mastani. This is 1 and 2. Even my application should show the same. And after that, what, sir? After that, it is showing me the delivery address and payment. Whatever it is showing me, the same thing, even my application should also show you. That is the delivery address and payment. Very good. So let me give my delivery address there. Okay, sir, how you will give? Let me come. And before I come, I have to look at the amount. What is the amount? 589 rupees. Fine. Anyhow, we have Tap Academy. 589 rupees. Good. So let me go to delivery address and okay. So it is just telling me, what is that? So it is telling me, if you don't have an account, sign up. So if you have an account, log in. So all of this, I don't want to do it and show it to you. So all of this is what my application should also do. That is what my point is. Understanding this much? Great. What is the first thing? Restaurants. When I click on the restaurants, I should get the food. And now I should click on the food. It should get added to the cart and I can order that food. See, if you're ordering the food from Swiggy, you'll get the food. But if you're ordering the food from Tap Foods, don't expect food will come. Yes? Yes or no? Great. So we are building this for your learning purpose. Awesome. So let us start building our project. And now you watch this. Let me go to my iPad and start building it. Okay, sir. How you will do it? Watch it. See, when I'm building my project, you should make sure that you use one design pattern. What is the design pattern I should use, sir? This is a very famous design pattern which the entire industry follows. What is that? MVC. The same design pattern I'm going to follow in my application also. Okay, sir. How this MVC looks like? Watch it. So this MVC, to start with, we have one person. And who is this, sir? This is Viv. Very good. There is one more fellow. He is that fellow. And who is he, sir, if you ask me? He is my controller, like this. Very good. Next what, sir? We have one more fellow, and he is that person. Who is he, sir? He is my model, like this. And ultimately, we have what here? The database, and that is what I am showing you. And as I told you previous classes, that whatever the JSP files we have, whatever the HTML files we have to put it inside the view. Whatever the servlets we have to put it inside the controller. And in the model, you should tell it as Pojo class there. What class? Pojo class. Don't tell it as P-O-G-O. Pogo. It's not Pogo. It's Pojo. I hope all of you know what is this Pojo class. Yes or no? Great. So Pojo class you should create, and as I told you that whenever you are interacting with the database, model should only interact. So using this design pattern we are going to build. Okay, sir. How we are going to build now? Watch it. If you look here, there is a view. What is this view, sir, if you ask me? In this view, you should put your front end code. What you should put? Your front end code. In the controller and in the model, what code you should put? Back end code. And here already database is present. Means we have a front end, we have a back end, and we have a database. Means this is a full stack web application what we are building. Great. So if you look at any web application, people will go in a wrong way. What is that? They will start from front end and they will go till database. That is a wrong way of coding. Instead of that, you should come reverse. Reverse means what? Ulta. What is ulta, sir? You should come from database to my model, to my servlets, and then your front end. In this direction, you should go now. Okay, sir. In this direction means, first I need the database, sir. What database you are going to create here? That is what we have to see now. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Yes or no? Great. Okay, sir. What is the database you are going to create there? Watch it. See, you're creating your web application to whom? To we. Who are we? We are the users. Yes or no? Great. Now you watch it. There is one person and he is the user. Good. Who is he, sir? He is the user. Means for the people, you're creating this project. Now you tell me, as a developer, this is you, as a developer, how you look at this user? This is you. And you're building one application for the people. Who are those? Those are the users. Now, whatever the user is having, all that that is developer should take it. What you are trying to tell, sir? Tell me what a user will be having. What user will be having? What a user will be having? Let me tell it in this way. I don't know you guys are getting it or not. See, if you look at the Swiggy application, what all details of viewers they are having? Name. After that? Phone number. After that? Email ID. After that? Address. After that? When you're logging in, it will ask for the username. It will ask for the password. All of this, your Swiggy application will ask. Yes or no? All of this information is yours information, right? Who are you? You are a user. Means as a software developer, my application should have the details of this user. And what are the details of this user, sir, if you ask me? The details are, number one, It is what? Name. Very good. Number 2, email ID. Email I will tell. Number 3, phone number. Good. Number 4, what is that? Address. And that is what I am showing you. Not only this, it should have what? Username. Very good. After that, what? Password. Good. So all of these details a user is having, and this software developer, that is you, should get all the details of this user. Sensing this much? Yes or no? Great. So any other details, will your Swiggy will take it? Any other details? If you are ordering your food from these applications, you'll get to know. Only this much? Yes or no? Okay, great. So now what should I do is, I should be storing the information of a customer. Where I will store the information about the customer. Customer means what? Is the user. Yes or no? Great. Where I will store the information of this customer, sir, if you ask me, I am going to store the information about that customer in here. And who is he? Oh my God. And who is he, sir, if you ask me? This is my person. And who is he, sir? He is my database. And inside this database, I am going to create one table. And this table should have a name. What is the name? User. And inside this user table, I should have certain columns. And all the columns, I am showing it to you like this. Sir, what columns it should have, sir? Tell me. This is the user table. In this world, for Swiggy, is only one user is there? Many users are there. Many customers are there. Means, you are the customer. For you, there is something. What is that something, sir? You have user ID. Internally, I want in my database to give one ID to one customer, to one user. So that is why I'm taking one column known as what? User ID. And in this, you should store the user IDs. That is one. And after that, I want to come here and I want to store something. And what you want to store, sir, if you ask me, I want to store their what? Name. Means in this, your name should be there. And after that, what should be there, sir? I want my email ID to get stored here, like this. Not only email ID. Next, what you have? You have phone number. That also I want. Next, what, sir? After that, I want what? Address. And after that, I want username and password also. Good. Means user ID, name, email ID, phone number, address. And after that, what we have? Username and password. So that also I need. So I'll just increase the size of this. This is one more. There's no space only. Okay. So I'll just create a table directly for you. So this is how the table is looking like. Good. And this table, where you should store it in? In the database. Good. And this table should have something. What it should have, sir? It should have the columns. And the first column should be what? It should have user ID. See, whenever we are giving the column names, you should not get confused. So we'll just follow camel case convention. What convention? Camel case. Good. We have a user ID there. Beautiful. And next, let me come. And 100% user will be having something known as what? Name. So this is name. This is my next column. Beautiful. And after that, what else we have? What else we have? Very good. So we have email. So you can just tell it this way. I will tell it as email, like this. Good. So this is my third column. Beautiful. After that what? Very good. So phone number. So let me give the phone number like this. Great. After that what? Very good. So after that, we have a beautiful address also, and that address I'm showing it to you. Very good. After address, what you should create? Very good. So you should create something known as username, and please use the camel case convention. So I haven't used it here. Let me use it. So I'll just tell it as phone number in this fashion. Great. And after this username, what we have? We have password like this. Good. So all of these columns you should create. And why is that, if you ask me? Why? Because as a developer, I want to know who are the people who are using my application, who are my customers. All that information, I want to store it in my database, and that is what I am doing. So you should understand, I cannot explain all these menu, restaurants, all of this in one shot. I cannot do it. So this entire project, I've splitted it, and one by one, I will going to throw it to you. At the end, all of these modules, I'm going to submerge it, and we are going to get our application. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Great. So first and foremost thing, customer is very important. Yes or no? That is why if you go to these, these shops, they have given one, they'll give one something there. What is that? Customers are like God. Don't bargain. Yes or no? So first, I'm speaking about the customers. I want to store all the information of my customers. And that is what I'm doing here. And where I want to store that information? In my database. So first, I'm creating my database. And this is how my database looks like. Understanding this much? Great. So now, when you're creating this database, what are the data types you will give for this? What about the first column? What do you give? What do you give? Very good. So user ID, you should give it as int. Beautiful. What about name? Very good. So you should just tell it as varchar there. Beautiful. What about this? Very good. So you should give it as varchar. Awesome. What about phone number? Integer. Great. What about address? Varchar. Great. So what about username? Varchar. Beautiful. So what about password? Varchar, and that is what I'm showing you. Understanding? So great. So now you put what constraints you want. You have learned your MySQL. Yes or no? So you should give the constraints there. You should think and you should give. Understanding? Great. So we started our project, and instead of we starting from the front end, we are starting from what? Database. So customers are God. So I just want to store the information of the customers. And I want to store it where? In my database, and that is what I'm going to do now. Understanding this much? Great. So now I should create it. Who will create, sir? What I told. It's not like first I will do it and then you will do it. No. First you should do it and then I will do it for you. Understanding? So please open all of your laptops. Open MySQL, and I want this table. See, everything is ready in front of you. It's like you should do it. That's it. See, this is not a group project. First itself, I'm telling you. 4 people, sir, one project is ready, sir. In your laptop, there should be a project. This is individual project. But when going ahead, maybe when you are coding, you'll feel difficulty sometimes, because there's a lot of things we are going to put it. So that's why I want you people to have buddies with you. Buddies. What is that? Your friends. So make a group of 4, not to create one project, but to discuss if you are facing any problems. So 4 members, you only decide and get your buddies. Getting what I'm trying to tell? Great. So first create this database now. Database name. Yes, create a database name as Tap Foods. That's a database name. Inside that, table name is what? User. See, whatever the names I'm giving, give that only, so that in the next coming days, you'll not face any difficulty because of the names. What should be my database name? Tap Foods. And what is the name of the table? User. Please create a database. If you're facing any difficulties, I'll be here. You can please call me. Students what? The online students, so make sure you also please code. And if you are facing any difficulties, so please put message in the chat box.
Phone number we have to provide can data type because it can't store long values.
What's that?
It can't store long values. Phone number integer data type.
You put it as integer. Put it as integer.
Primary key for username you have to give
Varchar.
user ID you have to primary key for a key.
That is what you should think. Primary key you give.
Yeah, primary key for you.
Yeah, hi. Tell me. I will speak about it later. You can put it, but I'll speak about it later. Done. Beautiful. So, I guess your Somana sir has already taught in DAO in the same way. DAO. Yes or no? Okay, there in the user, you have already given some more columns as well. What columns you are given there? Very good. See, first of all, we should understand that whatever the content we teach in TAP Academy, whether it is taught by me, whether it is Blessina madam, or whether it is Mallikarjun sir, Rohit sir, Somana sir, the content is same. The delivery style of the trainers might change. So, if you look at your JDBC classes, that is DAO, so there, when you're creating this user, you have created something known as role. Yes or no? And something known as last login, like that. Yes? I'll speak about it later. I don't want to complicate the things. So that is why This is how my table looks like. So what I tell you, please do it. Understanding becomes easy. Give it as integer at this point. Is all of your databases are ready? So this is how in real-time application in industry works. There will be manager above you. He will be designing for you. He will give a design that do this, do that. And like this design, he will not do. He will just tell in words, do this, do that, complete. So you have to think and create it. Okay, so all of you have created your databases. All of you, raise your hands who haven't. So if I'm going fast, please stop me. Until and unless you do it, I'm not going to go further. Here's your laptop, my friend. Service. Yesterday itself you also told. Why? What about you, my friend? Laptop. Service. User ID, name, email, username, password, phone number, address. Beautiful. Where's your laptop, my friend? Charging fault is there. What about there? Any issues you guys are facing that end? No. Yeah. Huh? MySQL completed. Okay, so is your database is ready, all of you? Anyone facing any issues? Raise your hands. You're facing issue? Tell me, what's the problem? See, system is the problem, is not my problem. If you have any issues, if you have any issues regarding to creation of the database, call me. Sir, charger is not there, sir. Problem is there, sir. Okay. Awesome. So, customers are like God, and it's our responsibility to store the information about the customers to whom you are creating the application, and that is what I'm doing it there. Is there any doubt in this? There is no doubt. Great. And remember, whenever you're explaining this project to interviewer, you should always understand, you should explain reverse from the database to the front end. That is how you should explain. And that is how we are building it. Getting this much? Great. Is anyone facing any issues? Shall I continue? Great. Close your laptops then. Close your laptops. Because when I speak like this, you never look at me. Your eyes will be on your laptop. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so now tell me, in our project, what is ready? Some part of database is ready, and this is not the end. There are so many tables we should create yet. And what is that in the next coming days we will see. But first table is ready, and what is the name? User. Great. So now, I want to insert the data of my first customer. The first customer data I want to insert. Where I want to insert? In my table. That I want to do. So now question arises, who is going to insert the data inside the database? Who should do it? Who should do it? Model should do it. And that is why now DAO concepts come into picture. And what is that, sir, if you ask me? Watch it. Let me come here and let me speak about only this part now. Model and this. How this control will give to control to this, all of this we'll see it later. He is ready. Now I want him. So only these two things I want to explain it separately now. How we will do it, sir, if you ask me? Watch it. So now we have one table. This is the table and you are given one name to it. Good. What is the name, sir? User, and we have a columns also so that you can understand. Many columns we have. Great. Watch it. So now I have to create my model. I have to create my model. Question arises, how can I create a model? How can I create? DAO. What you have learnt in DAO? How will create model? How will create? How will create? How will create? You should create one Pojo class. What is Pojo? Meaning of Pojo? Plain old Java object. That is the Pojo. Great. So now I have to create one class now. And that class should be matching with whom? With that table. It should match. And that kind of a class I should create it. Really, sir, I've closed you to close the laptops. I mean, I've told you to close the laptops. Close it means you should close it. Let me come here, and what I should do is, I should create one class. This is the class, and what name I should give for that class now? Very simple. You should come and look at this table. What is the name of the table? User, and that should be the name of the class. User, like this. So now I will open this class. Now I will close this. Inside the class you can have so much stuff: instance variables, static variables, constructors, setters, getters, everything you can have. But I told you that this class should be what? A Pojo class. What do you mean by Pojo class, if you ask me? You should have instance variables, you should have zero parameterized constructor, you should have parameterized constructor, and after that you should be having setters and getters. That is your Pojo class, and you have learnt it in DAO. Yes or no? And again, don't expect me first to teach DAO and then do this, because already your Somana sir taught you. Great. So now let me come there. Class user. Okay, sir. What you will give here, sir? Watch it. This user class, maybe I've told it as Pojo. Don't complicate Pojo. You just think that what you are creating here is one encapsulation. Think that way. What is encapsulation? Variables, give them private. What you will give next? Setters and getters. And that is what you should give. Sensing this much? So remember, like that, Pojo, Pogo, everything will go above your head. What's this? In the class user, first and foremost thing, I should create the variables there. Variables I should create. What variables or instance variables you want to create, sir? These instance variable names should match with the column names. That is how you should give there. What do you mean, sir? What is the first column name? User ID, and that should be my first variable. What is my second column? Name. That should be my second variable. Like that. How many columns you have, those many instance variables you should be having. Sensing this much? And for all of those variables, you should give something. And what I should give, sir? For all of them, you should give it as what? Private. And that is what I'm doing. This is not the end. Next, what you should do is, you should create something. What do you want to create, sir? I want to create there one zero parameterized constructor. How we will do it? That is what I'm showing you. I'll just tell it in this way. User, I'll open this, close this, I'll open this and close this. But this is my zero parameterized constructor. This is not the end. It should have the parameterized constructor also. and this is a constructor, he should have such parameters, and these parameters should be equal to the number of instance variables we have. This again you have learnt in DAO. Yes or no? Great. So now we have a zero parameterized constructor. We have parameterized constructor. Next what, sir? For each of the variables, you should create number one, setters you should create. Not only that, you should create getters. And that is what you should create. And who is he? He is my model class. Sensing this much? Yes or no? Great. So why you want to create him, sir? If you want to insert the data, my controller should not do it. He should do it. Understanding? Great, sir. Next what, sir? I should do it now, but I will not do it. Who should do? You should do it. But now question arises. This class and all, where I should create it? Where I should create it? Let me show you. See, again I am telling you, minute of the minute things I will explain to you, and I will tell you, you should code. The thing is your work, you should just code, that's it. Understanding? Great. So let me create this model class, and how to do it if you ask me, watch it. Let me get my display capture for you. This is how my Eclipse is looking like. Good. So I have to create one project. What project you will create? So let me come here and let me click on this and Java EE. Okay, so let me do this. Okay. Let me go to file, and I want to create one brand new project. So yesterday I have taught you one project. What is that? Maven project. So first we will build dynamic web project that we will convert to Maven. You can do that. Because in Maven there are so many group IDs and parent IDs, lot of things. So it will lead to confusion. So what I will do is, I will create a normal dynamic web project, and you've been creating this project from a very, very long time. So I will just click on the dynamic web project, and you should give the name there. And what name I want to give, sir, if you ask me, you should give the name as what? Tap Foods, like this. Project already exists with this name. It's already there? It's already there. Then you have coded already. Huh? Oh, you have created already, is it? Pojo class and all. Oh, okay. So I'll give a different name with full of thinking I will do. Tab Foods 1 I will give. Good. This is Tab Foods 1. Good. Let me come here. Apache Tomcat version 9.0, 4.0. Next. Click on this. Next. You have to get this deployment descriptor. And now I will tell finish. And when I do that, my project is present. And where your project is present, sir, if you notice here, Tab Foods 1. This is my project. Great. So now let me see the structure of this project, how it will look like. How the structure looks like, sir. Let me go inside this. Great. And this is how the structure looks like. In the same way, you will also get the structure. Great. If you look here, there is deployment descriptor, Tab Foods 1. So Jax, all of this ignore. You come here and look at the Java resources. If you go and look at the Java resources, you can notice here, you will get two there. What is that? Source, main, Java, and after that, what you will get? Libraries. Yes. And in that libraries, you have two people. JRE system library and server runtime. Both you should be having. Then only you can create this project. Oh, great, sir. Next one. And after that, you have something known as source. Let me go here. When you look at the source, we have web app, and inside web app, you have so many things. Inside web INF, we have web.xml. So this is how your structure is looking like. Yes or no? Okay, sir. Everything is fine. But now, I want to create this model class. Where I should create it? Tell me where you will create it. Where you will create it? Where you will create it? So you should create it in the source. That is where you should create it. Or else there is one more option. Where is the option? Source main Java. So there also you can create it. Understanding? Now tell me which one you decide where we should code. The source itself. That is what we did in previously also. Okay. So let me go to my source and create my model class. And how you will do it, sir, if you ask me, let me show you. This is my source. Let me remove all of this. This is my source. I'll right click. What I should create now? You should create one package. Simply class user, you should not tell. Okay, sir. What package you will create, sir? Watch it. Let me go to the source. Let me go to the new. And here I want package. It's not visible, so I'll go to the other and I'll just select the package there. Good. So this is the package. I will tell next, and it is giving me the name. What name you will give? Com. Dot. Tap. Very good. Dot. Very good. So you can give the name of the project, that is tap foots, and then you can give the model. Or else directly you can tell com.tap.model. That is also fine. No problem. It's totally up to you. You decide. It's your project. Good. So let me come here and I will tell finish. And when you do that, you can notice there, so there is a package getting created with model. And inside this model class, and that is model package, you have to create something. What do you have to create? This class you should create. Understanding? Great. So what is the name of the class? User. So let me show it to you, because there are very, very smart people are there. So let me come here. Let me right click. I will tell new. There's an option known as class. I have to give the name. What is the name? User. So in this main method I don't want. I'll just tell finish. You have a user, and where is present in the model package. So now inside this, what you should tell? You should tell all of those variables, and those variables should match with the column names. Understanding? And after that, zero parameterized constructor, setters, getters. Tell me, will you go on typing it? What option you have? You have an option known as source. Your Eclipse will generate all of that. Using that, you have to get all of that, whatever I have told you till now. Will you guys get it? Yes? Time starts now. Please do it. If you're facing any difficulty, again I'm telling you, you should understand I'm here for you. If you're facing any difficulty, so please call me. Shweta, you are telling that you are facing some problem with Tomcat server. Can you please send me the screenshot of it? Or else see, if you try to solve that thing, you will be ignoring what I'm doing. So first you do this, and after that you can send me the screenshot of it. You have made your buddies 4 there, 3, 4. Where are your laptops, my friends? Huh? Edit Plus. You didn't got. Why? What about you? You came like that only. What about you? See, your friends will go forward. You're just looking. Look at them, they are doing. When you do, you'll understand better. Where's your laptop, my friend? Service. You created. Beautiful.
ಯೂಸರ್ ಐ ಡಿ ಈಗ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಅದು ಆಟೋ ಜನ್ರೇಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಗೆಟ್
ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ರೀ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. Yeah. That is not required at this point of time.
So phone number we have to keep it long or integer?
Put as int only, I'll tell you.
It's just say that this things I have created.
Ah.
Default customer or zero parameters can repeat outside class or
What is that?
default customer.
See, tell me, can you give constructor outside the class? You should give inside the class. Create it. See, you are not following the conventions here. U is capital. See, please follow the camel case convention when you're giving the variables. Maybe now you'll not understand. When your program start executing, there's so many confusions regarding these variables, you know. That is why please maintain these naming conventions properly in your project. If you're facing any difficulties, you can speak with your friends. If your friends was unable to solve that, please call me. All of you have created the Pojo class there. Still doing. You're getting in where? Pom.xml?
Home.xml, but closed and opening.
See, there is one link. You can see there at the last. We have some link. You got it? Huh? What happened?
Deployment descriptor is
Deployment descriptor? You should get it. Means you haven't checked that box. When you're creating a project, there is one box that you disabled. That is why you didn't got. There you can see the box. You haven't. Yes, that you should select it.
I checked that.
You create it now. Now you see for this new project. Huh? You have no, my friend. Web.xml is there, see?
XML. Deployment descriptor, they have put labels.
Oh, like that. See, it depends on the versions. Which version you are using? Eclipse, which version you are using?
Not reverse.
Updated version you should use. Like that you will get it. No problem, no problem. Okay, so is your Pojo class is ready, all of you? Yes? Anyone facing any issues in creating of the Pojo class there? Pojo class, anyone facing issues? Here, no issues. Here, any issues? There, here, any issues? Pojo class. It's a normal Java class where you achieve encapsulation. That's it. And again, I'm telling you, those variables and all properly naming conventions you should follow. Maybe at this point you will not get that. But when you have a big project and if you're not getting the output, will not get the output. It is because of those variable names. Where is that sound coming? Outside. Okay. So please maintain the names properly. Is that clear? Yes. Great. Shall I continue? Yes? Shall I? Close your laptops then. Close all of your laptops. See, again, I'm telling you, if anyone haven't done, you have all the right to stop me. I'll wait for you. But if I proceed further and you are there itself, you'll be lagging behind. So make sure you stop me. Anyhow, so what's this? What we have created is this Pojo class. So let me decrease the size of him. I'll just resize. Good. And this you have put it inside model. And this is my model class. Great. Next what, sir? Watch it. Now what I should do is, I should create one person here. Actually speaking, this fellow should actually not interact with the database. Then who should interact, sir? Between the model and the database, there is one guy. He should interact. Who should interact? Between the model and the database, there is one guy. He should implement. He should be there. And he will be interacting with the database. Now you'll ask me, who is that, sir, if you ask me? What's this? I will create one more class here. And 100% you'll ask me, what is the name of this class? The name of the class, I will give it in this way. What is that, sir? User DAO, like this. That's the name of the class. Okay. Just a minute. Wait. This is the name of the class. Now tell me, with the database, what all things you can do maximum? CRUD operations. Yes or no? Means creating. After that, retrieving. After that, updating and deleting. Yes or no? Means the creation or inserting the data, your user DAO should do it. Inserting the data. Getting the data from this, your DAO should do it. Updating this data in the database, your DAO should do it. In the same way, all of the operations, your user DAO should only do it. Now you'll ask me, who is this user DAO? And this user DAO, I call it as DAO, design pattern. Who is he? Design pattern. DAO is the design pattern. Let me tell you, you can directly interact from my model to here, but that is not a good idea. In industry, they will not do it. They will always use this design pattern in between this model and my database. All of this entire thing is there in one more design pattern. And what is that? MVC. I hope what I'm telling you, all of you sensing it. Yes or no? Great. Remember, my friends, this model and database, if they have to interact, you have to create it. That is the rule set in an IT industry. Okay, sir. Then what should I do? What's this? This user DAO, actually, he also belongs to Java only. Then who is he, sir, if you ask me? If he's belonging to Java means he is a class. Who is he? He is a class. And inside this user DAO, that is your Java class, you should tell here something in such a way that this fellow is going to interact with my database. Now you'll ask me, what code I should put it here, sir? What's this? First and foremost thing, you are going to do here something. What is that? CRUD operation. So CRUD means what? Create. Create means inserting the data. Yes or no? Great. So to insert the data, I will use one method. Sir, what method you will use, sir? Think and tell me, my friends. In your DO class which your Somana sir taught you. What is the name he has used there? What is the name? So any name you want you can give, but it becomes easier for you. You can copy and paste. That also you can do. That is why. Add user. Good. So let me give the name there. What is the name, sir? The name of this, I will give it as add user, like this. This is a method. Not only add user. When you tell add user, inserting is done. Next is what? Retrieving. To retrieve, 100% I will tell there something. What do you want to tell, sir? Get user, like this. Now tell me here, this get user, he is going to fetch me only one data. Means only one row. But I want the entire table. I want the entire table. So for that, you have to code one more method. And what is the name of the method, sir, if you ask me? The name of the method is what? Get all. These are the same methods you have used? Very good. So now, this retrieving is also over. What is next? Updating. So to update, what method you have used there? Update only? Update user? Good. So you can tell it this way. You can tell it as update user. So this is you are doing, and that is your U, that is updating. And after that, what? Deleting. So for deleting, this is what you should do. What is that, sir? So I will tell it as delete. Delete what? User, like this. And all of these methods, you should be coding it where? Inside this class. Sensing this much. So again, I'm telling you, if you don't know this, I'm not responsible because you have learned it already. Understanding? Great. So now, add user. What you are going to add? One user. Yes or no? Where is that user? Where is that user? The user you have created here. The user is ready. But is he a class or is he an object? Is he a class or an object? He is a class. And what you should do is, you should create an object of him. What you should create? One object of that user in this fashion. Not in this fashion. I'll just show you. This is the object of the user you should create. Very good. And it's your responsibility to give the values to all of these people. You should give it. You should give it. How you should give it? You should be knowing Java. You can give it. Very good. Next what, sir? For him, you will be giving one reference. That is, maybe I will give it as user, like this. Good. Now you watch it. Now what I did is, this user class is there. I will create an object of him. So when I create an object of him, 100% I'm having the data here. Yes or no? And all of this data, where it is, this is user ID. For user ID, you have a user ID. For, what is this? Name. You have a name. You have a password. You have email. You have address. All of this details is there inside this object. Yes or no? And all of these details, you should put it inside the database. And who should do it? This fellow should do it. Sensing this much? Now tell me, if this fellow should add the user, what he need? He need this object. Yes or no? So that is why he will take one parameter. And what parameter he will take, sir? Let me show you. He will take one parameter, and that parameter is what? User type. And that is what he should take it. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Yes or no? Great. See, again I'm telling you, if you haven't practiced, I'm not responsible. You should go and practice. Awesome. So now tell me, get user. How can you get it? I want one user. I want one user. How can you get it? Yes, you can get it from the user ID. Yes. So now tell me, if this fellow should get me one row, what he need? He need that ID. ID is what? Integer. Yes or no? So that is why this method is going to take one parameter, and that parameter is what? Integer, like this. Understanding? Great. What about get all? Will he take any parameter? Will he take any parameter? Will he take any parameter? No. Get all, if you tell, he should display this entire table. He should not take any parameter there. Understanding this? Great. So now update user. How you will update any user there? Based on, again, the user ID. So what is user ID? Integer. So that integer I will tell it, and that is what I am showing you at this. Very good. Oh, sorry. I should remove this. Okay. Awesome. So this user ID should be integer, and that is for whom? Update, and that is what I am showing you. Now tell me, delete user. How you will delete? Based on what? User ID itself. Yes? Great. So I'll just tell it as this way. So he is going to delete in the form of user ID. That is what I'm giving there, integer. So if you want to change him to user, that also you can do it. So based on the user, you can delete the user. Understanding? Great. So what about update user? Using what? Integer you can do it. But if you are telling their integer, that is not a good idea. That is not a good idea. So what you should do is, you should be updating him. See, 100% you can do it with the help of ID, but I'm not going to do it with the help of ID. Instead, I'm going to do it with the help of one person. Who is that, sir, if you ask me? It is with the help of what? User, I'm going to do it. Understanding? Great. So when you start coding, you'll get to know what is the meaning of this. Great. Tell me, what is the return type of add user? What is the return type of add user? What should be the return type of add user? Integer? Yes? Great. So you think and tell there what you want. Because when you are adding there, 100% you are going to use what? Prepared statement, create statement, what do you will use? Prepared statement, because you have to give there those placeholders there. Yes or no? Great. So what you should tell? Execute update, execute query, what you will tell? Execute update. So when you tell execute update, what will be the return type? Integer. Sensing this much? Great. That is integer. That is fine. But what it will give me? One user it will give me. DO is completed, yes or no? Yes or no? 100% is it completed? Yes. You are seeing my face, staring my face in such a way that you are seeing this for the very first time. Is that completed? Yes, sir. Then only I can proceed, or else I can't. Is it completed? Again I'm asking you. Yes, okay. Awesome. So then you think and tell the return types there. And I'm just putting these lines so that you should think and do it. The return type of this is what? Void. Again I'm asking you, is this DO is completed? Yes. You do this, go back, watch the DO video once again. I'm sensing that, I don't know, you're understanding it or not. All of you understanding this? Yes, sir. If you're understanding, fine then. Good. Awesome. So we have user DAO, and you should code all of these methods. And what I should do, you should take this object and pass it to this fellow. And this fellow is going to take this object and he is going to put it inside this. And that you should code it, and you have learned it in DAO. Very good. But simply you should not tell it like this, because the design pattern tells that you cannot tell only the class there. The design pattern tells that you should create something. What I should create there? You should create something. What you should create? One interface. So I will give one name for this. What is the name for this, sir? That is user DAO. That is the name of an interface. And what you should do is, whatever these methods we have, all of these methods should be there inside this user DAO interface. And what you should do is, you should implement this user DAO. But what to do? Both of them have the same name. You change the name of the class. What is the name of the class, sir? Maybe I will tell it as user DAO is implementing. I will just tell it as I in this fashion. What name you want, you can give there. And this fellow, 100%, this is not the symbol for implements. What is the symbol you should use? Dotted line. And let me use it. This is the dotted line. Very good. So he should implement it. All of the methods, actually they are not present here. Where they are present in? They are present here. So now all of these methods will come here, and for all of them, you have to implement. You have to give the method body there. And whatever I'm showing you here, this layer, we call it as DAO, design pattern. Understanding this? So now what you should do, this database is ready. This Pojo class is ready. Next, what you should do, you should create one interface, and you should create one class, and you should do all of this now. Will you guys do it? Yes. Great. So now, how can I create, or where can I create this interface, and where I can create this class? Watch it. Let me come here to my project. Where is your project, sir? My project is here. Let me show you. Okay. Project-1. Let me come here, and let me go to my source. Main, and you can notice there Java, and you can have the com, tap, everything you have. So instead of showing there, let me show it here. What is that, sir? We have source. Already you have created one package. What is the package? com.tap.model. Great. So under this, you have created one class. And what is the class you have created? User, like this. Now in the same source, you should create there something. And what you want to create, sir? You should create there one more package. And that package should be com.tap.dao, like this. The name should be DAO. Understanding? Great. And inside this package, what you should put here is this. What should I put there, sir? You should put here interfaces. And which is the interface I'm having there? You're having one interface, and his name is what? User DAO. And that is the name of him. You can notice. Understanding? Very good. So now let me come here, and there is one more folder there. And what is the folder, sir? Let me create one more folder, in the sense one more package. And in this package, let me give the name first. com.tap. I'll just give a name there. DAO. You can give capital, small, anything is fine. Maybe I will tell it as DAO small only. DAO IMPL I will tell. Means all of these DAO implementations, I'm going to do it here. Okay, sir. Inside this, what you want to put? Inside this, I am going to put one class. And what is the name of this class, sir? The name of this class is what? User DAO I. Really, sir? Watch this. Let me come here, and let me do this. I will tell it as user DAOI, like this. Means whatever the classes are there here, these classes should always be present inside one package. This is the package. And whatever the interfaces are there, it should always be present in this interface only. So if you have this beautiful structure, maintaining your project becomes very easier. Simply right click DAO code finish. That will not help you. Because in the next coming days, whenever you'll get an exception error, you'll get to know where exactly that error and exception is happening. You can directly go there and resolve it very soon. Understanding this? Great. So now what should I create? Your database is ready. Your Pojo class is ready. Now I have to create one interface. Now you have to create this class. These two, you should do it. Will you guys do it? Yes or no? So that you should do it, and that is an assignment for you. So tomorrow you come with this. And again, I am telling you that I cannot teach you DAO once again. I cannot do it because already it is taught to you. Yes, so please go back, watch the video once again. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. But DAO must and should, you should be knowing it. Sensing this much? Great. So now I'll stop my discussion here itself because I'm having one more class at 4:30. So it's better that don't do it in the home. Do it here and then go. That is better. Will you guys do it here or in your PG? Here or PG? Here only you should do. And then only you should go there. So I'll just tell Kaushik that you should allow them outside when they are done. So how come he knows, sir? Okay. Awesome. So I'll stop my discussion here itself. See, I'm going damn slow. I'm going damn slow because we have started with the project. And how I'm creating here like this, some 5 or 6 implementations we should do, some tens of interfaces I should create, and tens of model classes I should create. So, but we are creating only one now. If I'm creating all of them at one shot, you will not understand. So step by step I'm going. Again, I repeat that DAO you should be knowing compulsorily. Please go back, watch the video. Again, I repeat. Don't come and ask me, I did not understood. It's not because of me, it's because of you, because you haven't coded it. Make sure you watch the video once again. Great, so I'll stop my discussion here itself. So tomorrow we will meet once again, same place, same time, but your smiles are important. Keep smiling, thank you. You need this file structure. You need this? Okay.